This is the sort of setup work that normally feels tedious, so seeing it automated is genuinely useful. AI can generate a 3D model in minutes now. You can start with a prompt, an image, or a sketch, and a few moments later, a 3D model appears on your screen. Yes, for hobbyists, that means creating custom figures, props, and collectibles is easier than ever. For experienced makers and 3D artists, it means getting ideas into 3D much faster than before. But generating the model is only part of the process. If you actually want to print it, there is usually more work to do. The model may need to be split into smaller pieces. Connectors have to be added so those pieces can be assembled. Everything needs to be arranged on the print bed, and your slicer still needs to be configured before printing can begin. This is where many AI 3D tools stop. They generate the model, but the preparation work still falls on you. Hi3D, the tool I'm reviewing today, is trying to make that process further. In addition to generating 3D models from images and prompts, this tool can automatically split models into printable parts. Yes, it can generate assembly connectors, arrange those parts on the print bed, and export a 3MF file with printing settings already included. So today, I want to see how well that works in practice. I'll generate and print two very different models. Along the way, I'll test the full workflow from AI generation and automatic model preparation to the final printed result. The question is not whether Hi3D can generate a 3D model, the question is whether it can help take that model all the way from an idea to a physical object. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive deep. This is one of the most exciting tutorials. I'm genuinely excited to review Hi3D. On the Hi3D dashboard, I'll click on General, then switch to Multi-View to 3D. If you don't already have concept art, Hi3D also includes Nana Banana, letting you go from a text prompt to a printable model inside the same workflow. This is mind-blowing. I already have 4 views of a robotic shark ready, so I'll upload all 4 here. I chose the robotic shark because it has a lot of mechanical details, sharp edges, and separate components. Models like this are often where the AI generation starts to struggle, so it should be a good test. I'll keep the model version at v2.1, the latest available model version. For model type, I'll select quality and leave everything else at the default settings. And I'm going to click generate. Hi3D runs 2 stages. First it generates the geometry, then the texture. After a few minutes, the model is ready. The shape came out well, the texture is slightly off, but the geometry is solid. The mechanical details also held up better than I expected. That gives me more confidence going into the printing stage. Hi3D gives 3 free retries if anything needs adjusting. I'll leave it as is for now and move forward. Next, I'll click on Split Parts. There are 2 tabs here, Character and General. Since this is a general object rather than a humanoid figure, I'll select General. For split mode, I'll use beginner mode. Instead of manually deciding where every cut should go, Hi3D analyzes the model and automatically separates it into printable sections. The model has been split into separate parts, each shown in a different color. I can click on any part to inspect it individually. If 2 parts need to be merged, I'll select them and click Merge Regions. After merging a few, the breakdown is cleaner. This is where it starts to feel more useful. I'll toggle Explode to separate the parts in the viewport. I'll click Fill Face. Fill Face closes the open geometry and turns every section into its own watertight printable part. Next, I'll click Configure Connector. Hi3D automatically analyzes the split model and identifies 10 locations options where connectors can be placed. I'll switch to X-ray mode to inspect each connection point. Rather than configuring them one at a time, I'll click Add All Connectors. There are 3 connectors types to choose from. The ball joint is the most flexible option, supporting multiple directional rotation and pose adjustment. It is well suited for articulated figures and jointed toys. The pin is a cylindrical connector that supports rotation around the single axis. The Dovetail is a traditional plug-in connector. Once assembled, the parts cannot rotate. It is suited for static figures and display models that require high pose accuracy. For this model, I'll use Dovetail. Most of the time, the automatic settings are enough, but if a connector needs adjustment, I can still tweak the size, fit, depth, and angles manually before generating the connectors. Okay, everything looks good. I'll click Save, then move to Smart Arrangement. Hi3D automatically arranges the parts across the print bed and recommends print orientations based on the shape of the model and printing requirements. Instead of rotating every part by hand, Hi3D automatically finds suitable print orientations and arranges everything on the build plate. That saves a surprising amount of setup time before printing. Smart Arrangement also includes 2 arrangement modes, giving you flexibility depending on how you want the parts organized on the build plate. This is the sort of setup work that normally feels tedious, so seeing it automated is genuinely useful. From here, I can download the 3MF file directly, or I can select a slicer from the list and click Send. The file goes straight into the slicer with the recommended setting already included. Now let me show how this works with the character mode. Rather than walking through the whole workflow again, here's what is different. I'm using the image to 3D option this time with a night character. Hi3D detects the angles automatically and separates them into individual views. I'll switch model type to quality and click Generate. The result feels more polished overall compared to the shark. The key difference in this workflow is the character split tab. Instead of a general split, Hi3D offers 6 humanoid templates ranging from 2 to 6 parts. I'll use the 6-part template, and the figure is split into torso, left arm, left leg, right leg, and head automatically. Next, I'll select the connector type. There are 3 options here: default, ball, and dovetail. I'll try ball first and generate the connectors. The legs aren't aligning particularly well, so I'll switch to dovetail and generate them again. This is one of those situations where testing different connector types can make a noticeable difference. The result is better, but for more control over each joint individually, I'll open Advanced Connector Settings. I'll configure each joint separately. Ball joints for the head and hands, pin connectors for the legs. From there, Smart Arrangement handles the build plate layout, and the 3MF file is ready to send to the slicer. Everything looks incredibly good. I'll click Save, then move to Smart Arrangement. The parts are laid out across the print bed automatically, and from here the workflow is the same as before. Both the shark and the knight models are now ready for printing. Let's see how they turned out. Both models are printed successfully, but they produced very different results. The robotic shark had strong geometry and translated well into physical parts, while the knight delivered cleaner textures and finer surface detail. Overall, Hi3D handled both the general object workflow and the character workflow surprisingly well. My favorite model is, of course, the shark though. Generating a 3D model has never really been the hard part. The hard part is everything that comes after. That is where most tools stop and where the real work usually begins. After testing both the Robotic Shark and the Knight character, I think Hi3D's biggest strength is not the model generation itself, but it is everything that happens afterward. The platform handled model splitting, connector generation, print arrangement, and 3MF export inside the same workflow. And that reduced the amount of manual preparation that is normally required before printing. So for beginners and hobbyists, that means spending less time learning multiple tools just to get a model ready for the printer. And for experienced makers and 3D artists, it means less time on repetitive preparation work and more time focusing on the final result. That doesn't mean that every model is going to be perfect. The Robotic Shark and the Knight produce different results, and some projects will still require adjustments depending on the model, printer, and printing goals. But based on this test alone, the Hi3D did what I wanted it to do. It took the models from generation to print preparation without sending me back to a separate modeling tool. If you want to learn more about Hi3D or try it yourself, the link is in the description. I'm done for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Ivan KV out.